The evolved Goblin Giant is in Clash Royale. This is a one-cycle evolution, and you guys can see he has a line on his hit bar. This line indicates when he's above or below 50% health. When he's above 50% health, he's a normal Goblin Giant. But when he drops below 50% health, he will then start to spawn goblins. And this gets very crazy very quickly, being able to 3-crown your opponent off one push. This has so many good and overpowered uses. For example, if your opponent tries to stop your Goblin Giant with a P.E.K.K.A, the P.E.K.K.A will retarget onto the goblins and will not be able to hit the Goblin Giant anymore. The Goblin Giant spawns the goblins so fast that the P.E.K.K.A cannot keep up, and you get a ton of damage on the enemy tower. If you pair the Goblin Giant with a rage spell, he's able to take out mini tanks like mini P.E.K.K.As and still take the entire tower. You get all 6 Goblin Giant evolution shards from this month's Pass Royale. As always, if you are buying the pass, make sure to use code OOfro in the shop since it really helps and supports the channel. And let's hop into the best deck for the evolved Goblin Giant. The best deck is Sparky. Sparky is making a return, and the Goblin Giant already worked super well in this deck. Now he's evoed, and you actually have 2 evos for this deck. So I've been testing this deck out, and nothing but straight wins and 3 crowns with this deck. This deck is unbelievably powerful if you play it right, and I haven't even lost a game yet. Okay, into a game here against a good player. First play, we are going to play my Goblin Giant at the back. Obviously doing that to get closer to my Evo Goblin Giant because he's insanely OP. This guy goes for a Musketeer at the back. That's absolutely fine. I am going to play a Knight here in front, and okay, was not expecting all this, but that's fine. We are going to just Goblin Curse. Goblin Curse is going to make a few goblins, which is nice. Hopefully take out the Bowler and the Musketeer as well. Not quite, but that's okay. We are going to go for a Rage here and then Mini P.E.K.K.A. Playing the Mini P.E.K.K.A in the Rage so it gets down faster. Also get that increased attack speed. And yeah, we do clean everything up. Okay, we take a little bit of damage. That's fine. Now with Sparky, it's very important that you want to counter attack. So I'm going to play a Dart Prince at the back. And this Dart Prince doesn't do anything. If it gets taken out, that's absolutely fine. I'm using it as a way to bait my opponent into playing troops. He played a Musketeer, he played guards. I really wanted him to play the Bowler. There it is. And now we Sparky. So we baited out a ton of elixir there. Sparky gets great value. And now we have a huge counter push, which this guy is not going to be able to stop. Going to obviously rage away those bats. Let's go for our Goblin Giant at the bridge right now. Sparky's doing Sparky things. This guy's angry. I would be too, because there's nothing you can do to stop this right now. Sparky, not quite on the tower, but the Goblin Giant is playing a Mini P.E.K.K.A here just to apply some more pressure. And this guy was a very good player. You saw the tournament finish, but this deck just destroyed him in a second. All these goblins, and the goblins are protecting the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Force now a zap. Wow, that is insane. Let's go Evo Knight at the back. This guy has barely touched my towers, and we took his entire tower and made him panic. He went Bowler at the back, so we Sparky into the Bowler. Obviously trying to take it out as fast as possible. And this guy is Graveyard. Wow, that's really unfortunate for you. We obviously just Goblin Curse the Graveyard, and now he's sad. Goblin Giant though, rage it up. This guy's sad because he knows it's game over. This deck is so easy to play. It's insane. As well, just from playing this deck, it feels like I have an answer to everything. Into another game here against Omar. Now, the exact same thing as before. We're going to go Dart Prince at the back. And this Dart Prince isn't really going to do anything. We're using him to bait out Elixir, to force my opponent to do something. And oh my, Goblin Curse. Boom. Get all these goblins going. Scar me into a Garmy. Oh my. And just like, he mirrored it. Why would you mirror that? Oh, Rage Spell. Boom. Double Small Spell coming in clutch. And just like that, we take a tower. Omar's in shambles. Anyway, we 3-crown Omar. Wasn't the best player, but let's move on. Okay, into a game. First play, let's Goblin Giant at the back. Like I said, I keep winning before I'm able to actually get to my Evo Goblin Giant. It's such a weird problem to have. But hey, really good defense there. This guy overcommitted a ton of elixir, and honestly I might rage and just win in single elixir time again. Like, what are these people doing? I do not understand. He goes Barbarians, but like it was so delayed. Sparky as well now gets great value, and once again, before I even get to my Evo Goblin Giant, we have just won the game because I go Dart Prince here. How does he defend this? Okay, a rocket. And got. Okay, yeah, he actually defended. Wow. Was not expecting the Rocket Guards combo, but fair play. I asked the question, and he provided the answer. Anyway. Goblin Giant going to take out this Tesla, drop below 50% health, and start spawning goblins. There we go. This is what I wanted to see. Okay, Knight in the middle, tank for the other tower, infinite goblin spawner going. And just like that, we 3-crown him. It is so ridiculous, this deck. Okay, no matter what happens, I'm showing this game. Because it's getting ridiculous now. The amount of games I'm just winning off the bat. And I don't think you guys actually realize what these games look like. Because they are incredibly easy. It's actually like I'm not facing real people. Anyway, good defense there. Pretty solid stuff. He kind of all-in me first play. And it looks like this guy's some kind of bait deck, so double smooth spell is super good. Mega Knight at the bridge. This deck destroys Mega Knights. If you hate Mega Knight, this is the deck for you because you have Mini P.E.K.K.A and you have Sparky. Really hard for this guy to do anything against that. Anyway, minions here going to help out my Goblin Giant. And honestly, pretty good stuff. We get a little bit of damage, and that's okay. Right now, I'm just seeing what kind of deck he's playing. He's screaming. He's not happy, and once again he goes for this weird push at the bridge. Didn't work out last time, not going to work out this time, but he's going to try it anyway. Let's Goblin Giant at the bridge. Evo Goblin Giant. See what he does. Does he just Mega Knight it? Potentially. He could. Oh, Evo Skellies, okay. So we are going to Goblin Curse Rage. Raged up goblins on his tower, and just like that we take the tower. That's a 3-crown. It's so dumb. Like, that's every game. Okay, very next game. This is the very next game. This guy has a tournament finish. Surely he's good. Let's see what happens. Say good luck. Yeah, sure, buddy. Let's go Goblin Giant at the back first play. Give him a heart because he's being a nice guy. And he goes for a princess. So we see a princess and then we see a bandit. No clue what this guy's playing. Inferno Tower. Inferno Tower is really bad for me. Obviously, Inferno Tower is a great counter to my Goblin Giant, and I really hope he doesn't have a rocket. And if he has a rocket, then my Sparky's donezoed. It would be sad times. So because we've seen the Goblin Battle, I'm just going to assume he has rocket and play my Sparky here. In case you don't know, that's like anti-rocket placement. Like, he can't hit the tower and the Sparky. So I'm just making sure I don't give him good value. That's the important thing there. He does have rocket. That is absolutely fine. Goblin Giant spawning goblins now. We rage it up, and it's that easy. It's that easy. It is dumb how easy this deck is to play. Well played. I didn't do anything. I just played a good card at the bridge. He has barely touched my towers. Am I playing good? Yes, of course I am. But I shouldn't be winning this easily. Let's Goblin Giant at the back. Okay, Goblin Bow. We just rage it and it gets taken out. Yep. I think we Evo Knight in front. Doing that just to tank for... Oh, Evo Skellies. Okay. I mean, hey, bro. We just have the thing. The Goblin Curse, the card that counters it, you know? And look at that, like, it's so ridiculous. And rage it. Why not? We take out the princess, we start spawning goblins, he wastes the log, and it's that easy. Oh my. Just when you think they have the counters. No, they don't. Throw this card a good game. I wish I was making this up. I'm not. Oh, have fun with this deck. Leave a like, and check out the video above my head.